So this is the summary of David J. Crane as I understand it. So all my summaries, I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer here for all my videos. This is based on my interpretation of the person, the billionaire. All information is for educational purposes, it's not for serious purposes. So I might be wrong on some of the billionaires thing. I might have the wrong information, but I try as best as I can to have the right information. With that said, let's go. So David J. Green is a black person. That's why I've researched him first. I'm gonna research a whole lot others because I was researching billionaires in the hedge fund industry and I realized that these people are all of them are white, no Asian. It's like what? No Asian, no other race except for white men in the United States that have hedge funds. It's like mind-boggling. And you find out that all of them, and I mean all of them, all hedge fund billionaires went to school. Harvard, they either went to Harvard, Yale, all those Ivy League schools. It's either they went to Ivy League schools or schools like that, universities like that. So without further ado, David J. Green. So he was born in a middle class family. His father was a postal worker or something like that. And then after that, he went to two colleges, right? Went to two colleges. He had an MBA in business at the second college, right? And then he went on and got hired by Drexel Burnham Lambert in 1989. So this is a while ago. Then he worked there at Drexel. Then after that, a short while, I think after a year or so, got recruited by Morgan Stanley. So I think he was headhunted there. He was working at municipal finance in at Drexel Burnham, whatever that means. I just know it is in finance, right? So next, he worked at Morgan Stanley for 10 years. 10 years, a decade. That is a whole lot of time. And then after that, he started his own firm that invests in telecommunication companies only. He was investing in telecommunications companies only. And prior to this, let me take you prior to this, after working at Morgan Stanley, he worked for other firms and other companies. One company is Pinnacle Holdings. This is the main one. So focus. The, Here at this company, he was able to take a bankrupt company, not Pinnacle Holdings, but one of the companies that he was given to. Wait, let me make sure I'm correct. I have correct information. Oh yeah, he rescued Pinnacle Holdings, not another company. So while he was at Pinnacle Holdings, Pinnacle Holdings was at the verge of bankruptcy. So he was able to take them from bankruptcy to profitability in like 4 years. And then after that, he took them to profitability and Pinnacle Holdings had a successful IPO. So he really rescued them. And that was his proof of concept moment. That is the moment where other people realize that this person knows what he's doing. It's a proof of concept that he knows what he's doing. After that, 2007, he funded his firm. Now, his firm from 2007 to 2012, it started in 2007. In 2012, 5 years later, it had run about $359 million in assets under management. So that is a lot for that time, but that is also not a lot in this area, but it's a lot. I'm not going to diminish that. It's a lot. But what I realized that made him get more assets under management, because I think this is the game. I think this is the game. I really do. I really think the game is played in having more assets under management. Because if a fund manager, whatever fund, private equity, hedge fund, whatever fund, has $100 billion under management and then makes like 1%, that is like a billion. You're still good. That is a whole lot of money. Now, take it, flip it. If a fund has $100 million and makes the same percentage, it's gonna be less. Or even makes more. Let's say on $100 million, you don't make 1%, you make 10%. You make 10 million. It's not a lot. But if the more AUM you have, the less you have to make percentage wise. So I think that is the game. And I know that is the game. I know that is the game. Or most of the game. Most, it's like 80% of the equation if you have a fund to get assets under management. Because I've researched a bunch of hedge fund billionaires, and these people don't make huge amount of returns per year. I mean, look at a perfect example, Larry Williams. I don't know if you know Larry Williams. He's the guy that has the most percentage returns that is trackable in a year. Larry Williams had 10,000 percentage returns, and he's not even a billionaire. Imagine that, 10,000% returns, and you're not even a billionaire. You're a millionaire. You don't have AUM. You don't have AUM with assets under management like a billion. He didn't even need to make that 10,000%. He could have made 10%, and he would still have more money. But Larry Williams is a legend nonetheless. So let's go back to David J. Crane. So what made him go from $359 million in AUM to more, right, to $6.7 billion, which is what he has now, what the company has now. The company's name is Crane Management. Crane Management is the company's name for David J. Crane. So what made him go from 359M to a 6.7 billion, as I see it, is that he got on boards of other companies. He got on boards of other companies. Like, there's a board of a director for each and every company, most companies that are higher up and publicly listed. So he got on those boards, and rich people, his network grew. Rich people knew him. Elite people knew him, as I see it. So that is David J. Crane for you, for me. Lessons that I can learn from him, not much. Not much, because how he started is not how I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna go to college. I missed that train. So if you have an opportunity to go to college or a university, especially an elite one, go. That's the lesson right there. And if you have an opportunity to work at a big company, do it. Do it. Even if it's low level, you can still rise. You can still rise the ranks. Believe me, you can. Yeah, those are the lessons. And what other lessons can I apply? None. None. I see none. And I've thought about it. So those are the only lessons. You can imitate him. By imitating him, you'll need to go to college or university to get an entry point at what a workplace, that a big company, like a firm or a hedge fund or etc. And then you can, after that, start a similar business that you have expertise on. Coolio, let me not make this longer.